Hey guys, this is Snack Attack 8 and welcome back to more Donkey Kong 64. This is part 3. In the last video, I definitely was like, oh, you don't need these coins over here. But I don't know what I was thinking because we totally do. I know I got to the top of that vine with like way too much time to spare. Yeah, like, I tried to be cool in the last video and show you guys, like, a sweet strat I like doing to save a little time, but it just totally backfired when I forgot part of it. Yeah, usually you make it up here with, like, 3 or 4 seconds left and just get the banana that was in here, because you gotta go and grab those coins, too, if you want it to work out. But this is not a speed run, this is not a fast play or a race, so it doesn't really matter that much. Funky has a gun for us. This is what we needed the coins for. I'll make you a deal, man. 3 coins? Give me those peanut pop guns. Oh. And what is it? Looking good, Diddy? Let me give you the lowdown. Alright, I know about all this. There's no flavor text about the peanut pop gun. I'm outie. You can just skip the text with B. Yeah, this is what we wanted the coins for, because we're gonna need Diddy's gun to progress. Get some of his bananas in this level. What do y'all think of Diddy? Do you guys like him? He's one of my favorites, I know. One of my favorite characters from the DK crew. I think he's just a cool little guy. Good inclusion for Donkey Kong Country. Really kind of set a unique aspect to the game. This is what we needed the peanut pop gun for. I don't think he's ever been my favorite Kong. My favorite Kong is in this game, and we'll beat him later. Legitimately, we will. But he's always been cool. I remember, I always think it's kind of weird in this that when Diddy does this like spin attack, his tail stretches like way far out. I don't know. I think maybe I've always just thought his moves were cool. I remember a picture that I drew in like 2nd grade or 1st grade or something. It was maybe it was 3rd. It might have been a little bit later than that. It was a thing we used to do in school. Like every day, we would have like a journaling time, and you could draw a picture and write a little story about it. Like I used to get these composition notebooks that the pages had like a big blank spot where you would draw like a picture or something, and then some lines underneath for you to write in. And I would always draw like whatever I liked at the time, which a lot of it was like Pokemon, other video games, and just something creative, some monster or something that I had thought up. And I distinctly remember, and I actually still have this. It's at my old place, my parents' house. So it's not like I could like show it on screen or anything. But I remember distinctly one of the drawings I did was just, this is how like video games rot your creative mind as a kid. It was just Diddy Kong doing like all of the moves that he has in this game, and the story that I wrote was just an explanation of what each of the moves were. But it was actually, I think it was pretty good for a little kid. He had his I had him using his pop guns and some of the other moves he gets later. And one of them was that spinning tail attack. And I remember writing, like, his tail gets longer for this move. Just because, like, I didn't know how to make sense of it any other way. This is actually one of the first games I ever really fell, like, deep into. My first real, like, gaming love really was Pokemon. That was the first console I owned, was a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow version. But shortly after that, I didn't get into games like really young. I got into them around the time I was probably like 8 or 9. But this is one of the first ones that I really played. And it's funny, you think a lot of people say that you know, like Mario 64 was like the first real 3D platform they played that really introduced them to the whole genre, and like that ignited their love for those kind of games. And for me, it was this one. I had just had so much fun exploring the huge worlds in this game. I loved all the different characters and how they all had different abilities and stuff they could do. I don't know, like I was crazy about this game as a kid. I used to call it like my favorite game of all time for a really long time. I did. And I guess that Diddy Kong drawing brought that back in me. And I still like it a lot, like I mentioned. Ow, man, you sniped me! So we're using Diddy's Simian Slam. If you throw the orange grenades at these guys, they actually will die. That's the only way to kill Clump here. There's a balloon in here that we want to get. And I actually used our Chimpy Charge move there. I was sort of talking, so I didn't really explain it, but we'll be using that a ton more. So we want to run up these conveyor belts. If you don't hit that Chimpy Charge switch, I don't believe it's possible to get in here. There's like a grate barring our entry to this little area. And in this little area is a minecart segment. Remember these were also another thing from the Donkey Kong Country games. Squawks, I guess, has explained to us how to play, but whatever. That's kind of what I mean when I say that Jungle Japes really feels like the most sort of throwbacky kind of level to the old school games. There are minecart segments in other areas, but I just feel like Jungle Japes has this, it has Barrel Blast, it's a jungle. It really, I think, was Rare's attempt at making you feel comfortable, even though this is a completely new style of gameplay for the Donkey Kong Country series. What we want to be doing here is collecting coins. We actually need 50 to clear this in the right way, but there's way more than 50 in here. What you're supposed to be doing is like slowing down and hitting those switches and stuff. I guess we probably should be doing that because that's how you're supposed to play this. But I just hold up and just go straight on ahead. Now we'll show, like, you want to slow down here and wait for these little TNT guys to fall and explode. You want to reach your arms out by pressing left and right. You can grab the coins on the side, jump to get that one. I think these are some of the most fun, exciting challenges or set pieces to do in the game. I think better than maybe the Barrel Blast segments or using the Animal Buddies. These minecart segments sort of capture the feel of the original Donkey Kong Country games. Because in those games, the minecart levels are pretty much their own standalone thing anyway. You're really not going to do much in a level that has minecarts in it other than riding the minecart. At least in like Donkey Kong Country 1 and well, there is a roller coaster in 2, but y'all know what I mean. Do you? Do you know what I mean? Do you like Donkey Kong at all? If not, I hope you're still watching. Yeah, that's how you switch the thing there. We actually didn't want to do it for that one, but 70 coins, it doesn't matter. I already said we only need 50. There's a golden banana. I skipped through what Squawk said there because there's no way to stop the scrolling. It's annoying. Yeah, alright. Get out of here, would you? Let's shoot this guy down. Where is he? What are those guys' name? Buzzers or something? Zinger, that's what they're called. I should know that. Come on, Snack. You know Donkey Kong. We're gonna shoot this this hotly contested switch on the hill up here. We actually can't do anything in that cave just yet, but while we're here with Diddy, we might as well. Now, let's see, what else do we need to do with Diddy? Now we have one more banana to get with him. It's back this way. Jeez, how did I... like, it's funny that when I'm playing this game and I'm trying to go fast at it, I have such a mental map of like what we need to do that it's really like autopilot. So now that I'm talking and commentating and like being present with the game, I'm forgetting more and more about like what our next objective is. But running back here into this this main entryway kind of cave area that leads into the level, there's some stuff to do with Mr. Diddy Kong. Let's take out this naughty here, because he's just, well, he's really not offending us in any way, but I want him dead. And there's a golden banana in here, actually, to get with Diddy Kong. Now, of course, Diddy's last golden banana is what we'll get from turning the blueprint into Snide. And we could do that right now, but because of the way Snide works, you can actually turn in multiple blueprints at once, and it's really, you know, it's totally not worth it to just sit around and watch his little animation every time, which, while I called it cool in the last episode, gets increasingly less cool the more times you have to watch that. There's a different animation for every level, so we are going to go to Snide once per level, but we're really gonna try to save up our blueprints when we can, because it's just annoying otherwise. But there's the DK medal with Diddy, We got a pig here. Trough and Scoff is the name of this area. You can help your progress through your quest, but there's just one problem. I want to reach the key above my head to open this door for you, but I've eaten far too much. I reckon that if you can feed my buddy Scoff over there, he might be able to overcome my slight weight problem. If you got any bananas, go stand on our pad. Let's see what you can do. Yeah, so these guys are Trough and Scoff. They're the reason we need bananas to get behind this big door. We actually need 60 here, which we already have with both our characters, so more than enough. And yeah, I think this is really charming. We have to feed bananas to Scoff, this little tiny hippo here, and he'll eventually get big and boost Trough, this big pig guy, up to turn the key. I just think it's funny. It's like a cute way to open a door. Instead of just, you know, like standing on the pad and it being like, you've got bananas, go in. We are, though, going to turn in our bananas with DK because, well, we just want to. Yeah, there's no other Kongs in Jungle Japes. There's nothing else really actually at all that we can do here just yet. So now that we've gotten 75 bananas to get the banana medal, we've gotten all the moves and the guns and stuff we need here, and we've collected technically 5 gold bananas for each character. You can see it there. We're gonna go over this actually at the end of this episode, I think, this results screen. But Diddy, we're gonna call Diddy complete because he has his blueprint, and that's the 5th out of 5. Now that we've done that, we can feed Mr. Scoff. Look how big he's getting already. I don't think that's how weight gain actually works, but maybe here in Donkey Kong Land it is. Oh man, what's gonna happen here? Got DK's face on that door. It opens up to reveal something. Man, things just got mysterious in here. I know that spooky December just ended, but like I'm getting a little spook again. I don't know. Go behind the doors and see what happens. Oh no! An evil laugh! This can't be good. It must be bad. Of course, it's a boss fight. And I hope this picks up okay on my capture. There's a lot of flashing going on there. We got this F-boy here. This guy's name is Army Dillo. He's an armadillo with big old guns on his back. And he's the boss of Jungle Japes. Each level is going to have a boss fight in it, and Army Dillos are one here. This is definitely the easiest boss in the game. What we need to do is wait for him to stick his little head out and laugh, and throw a TNT barrel. He gets zapped. I actually think the bosses in this game are pretty good. Donkey Kong Country, I think, has grown a lot with how its bosses were. In the very first Donkey Kong Country, just DKC for the Super Nintendo, the bosses were not very good. Save maybe the K. Rool battle, but I think they're pretty good. In this game, they've definitely got a lot of scope. Alright, there he goes. Sticks his head out. We actually have to hit this guy 3 times, like every early game boss. Zaps him. I kind of feel bad for him, actually. There's a cool skip you can do in this boss fight. When he's rolling around like this, he'll roll for quite a while, but if you take damage, he rolls right back to his starting position and does this again. So if you want to get through this fight fast, right after you hit him when he starts rolling, you just want to take damage right away, and it'll reset his pattern, and he'll go back to this shooting thing. One other thing I want to say before we finish up Army Dillo here is that I love the music that plays in this boss fight. Go listen to it on YouTube, Jungle Japes Army Dillo fight. It's so good. It's actually, I think, my favorite song in this game. It's like a bossy version of the Jungle Japes, Jungle Hijinks theme, and it's just really, really cool. All the boss themes in this game are cool. Grant Kirkhope, rare, maybe not that known for like the bosses in their game, but Grant Kirkhope writes a mean boss theme, I will say. And yeah, like I said, all the music for the bosses in this game is the level theme, but in this really menacing kind of epic arrangement. We got a big key here. It's almost as tall as us. It's like 3 DKs tall or something. I didn't mean to say almost. It's much taller than us. Squawk, nice going, DK. Looks like one of the keys to K. Lumsey's cage. And sure enough, it is. So that's where the keys will come into play. So usually the last thing I like to do in the level when I play this game is fight the boss. We're still free to explore Jungle Japes without doing so, or after doing so. You can fight the boss as long as you have enough regular bananas collectively to get through the door. But I kind of always like to do it last. It helps me stay on track with my regular bananas because when you feed Trough and Scoff, or when you feed Scoff, it takes the bananas out of your total. So I like to get the medals first, and then you get the gold bananas, get the banana medals, and then fight the boss. This is actually an exit level command in our start menu that we could have used to quickly get out of here, but I wanted to explain that. But man, we got a key. We're 1/8 or 2/8 now of the way to freeing our buddy K. Lumsey in here. Shoutouts to Pixel Plume. For some reason, he just loves K. Lumsey. He's actually not a very big fan of this game, but when he did try to play it, which was maybe like a couple years ago now or something, he liked K. Lumsey. I guess he just identified with the character. And he is kind of a cute character. He's got a plight, and I respect that. So more stomping around opens up this temple thing up here. I think this is one of the key locations on DK Isle. You can see that from the intro cutscene. You know, if you're looking at it straight on, you can definitely see that little temple thing. You can warp back here to in front of DK's head. There's Diddy up there. I guess we could turn into him, but we were just playing as Diddy. There's all kinds of stuff here. We could climb up K. Rool's island. We could go to that weird island over there. Very like kind of mystic looking. There's tons of area space on DK Isles. I don't think we're gonna do too much exploring of it right now. I don't really want to give a rundown of the area because this game does a good job at taking you everywhere in the hub world anyway. It just there's stuff. Now is maybe as good a time as ever to do this. Go into the menu here. Which is this very funky music. This is probably the music I've listened to the most in this game just because I've kept it on pause so much. On this main screen here, this is a very extensive menu. Main screen here, you can see it shows us our coins, our grenades, our coconuts, our golden bananas. Our health is that little watermelon up there. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You probably could have figured that out yourself. Just our totals on things, which I think this is helpful. There's a save feature here which literally never needs to be used. The game auto-saves anytime I think you get like anything. I think it's not just like golden bananas. I think it saves on like every regular banana pickup. The save button is something you never need to use. Which I like about this game. I like that it auto-saves like that, and it does it in such a discreet way. If we press R, we can see this is like a totals page for all the levels. Here's DK Isles. Like I was just saying, let me take a drink of water. Explaining is not my forte. Like I was just saying, every level, including DK Isles, has the bananas, the blueprint, the banana medal, all that stuff. Our hub world is no different. There's 5 bananas for each Kong to get here. You see we have 1 with DK. It was that one we got on the way to the Jungle Japes lobby. None with Diddy yet. This is the screen in the menu that I look the most at because it tells me what exactly I've done for completion. So here's Jungle Japes, for example. It shows us our number of bananas we've got with DK. It shows us that we got the banana medal, we got the blueprint, we got all 5 golden bananas. Diddy's shows the same, but we haven't turned the blueprint in yet. So when we do, it'll get that little check mark too. And then there's this final all Kongs thing, which shows us, this is another way of looking at level totals. There's the battle crown that we got from the battle pad. There's 2 banana medals out of 5 for Jungle Japes. and it shows our total of bananas for every Kong altogether. Just total numbers for the levels. Here we have total golden bananas, total blueprints, just a lot of different ways to look at our stats for the game. It's very comprehensive. I think if you are playing this game and you're kind of frustrated or struggling for the first time, the menu is a really good thing to continuously check. Because once you know what all the little emblems and things indicate, it's really a good way to gauge your progress. See how far you need to go, see how much you've done in each level, that kind of stuff. So there's the 2 pad. That's going to be helpful as it'll warp us back down to the front. Let's go in here. This is the lobby for the 2nd level. I don't mean to give off the impression that we're done with Jungle Japes by any means. We are not, and we will be going back there, but right now there's just nothing else we can do there. So we're gonna move on to World 2. We're probably not gonna go into the level this time, but I'll humor you guys and I'll see, what is this guy's name? Booker or something? Why have I already forgotten this guy's name? He's just so unimportant. B. Locker, that's it. Blocker is the joke there. I didn't mean to talk to you! You're just gonna spoil the game for us, dead mom. I'm really upset that you died, but like, it's just a let's play, mom. Something I have not had to say in many years. I'm doing a let's play, mom. Get out of my room. Okay. Man, that just kind of put me right back in like high school years. Yeah, that's gonna do it for DK64 today. We're here in the lobby of the next level. Nothing holding us back now from entering. We will do so in the next video. Let me know how you guys are liking the project. I'm having a great time. Yeah. See you all next time, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I've been SnagTech8. Later.